The story of Earthcore is set in a fantasy world which appears generic at first sight, but has hidden depth.
We took all of the basic fantasy tropes like goblins, golems, trolls, orcs, elves. We looked at it and tried to demystify them.
To była taka sprytna sztuczka, gdzie umieszczamy w świecie rzeczy bardzo dobrze znane. Z Tolkiena, z Lovecrafta, nawet z gier. Dzięki tym elementom, jak z klocków, składamy zupełnie inny świat, z zupełnie innym przekazem.
So for example, if goblins are a very low species in all of the fantasy games or worlds or books before, we've tried to give them a deeper meaning, a deeper lore. In our world, they are descendants of an old, ancient race that once was the greatest builders of all times.
There's this undercurrent of conspiracy that is pretty typical to Game of Thrones, for example. And then we have some ingredients that you wouldn't usually find in a game like this. There's this Lovecraftian theme that starts off very subtle, but I think you will be very surprised at what you will find at the end of the first campaign.
Bardzo szybko w trzeciej czy czwartej księdze kampanii docieramy do terenów pustynnych, gdzie ludzie żyją bardzo ubogo.
It touches on many existing and real life problems like slavery, child labor, double dealing, but it also is as deep as player wants it. If he wants, he can dig deep into the game and find layers under layers of information about our world, but if he doesn't, he can skip the lore altogether and just have fun.
Jest to gra karciana, więc miejsca na przekazywanie fabuły nie mamy tak dużo jak przykładowo w grze paragrafowej.
We've connected the multiplayer mode typical for CCG games and a story-driven campaign closer to RPG games. Because we wanted to tell a story, we wanted to make this story as grand as we could.
The campaign is structured as a series of books, and each book is divided into chapters, and each chapter has a story introduction and summaries, which are also story-based, and pretty much set the context for what happens in the missions.
In Earthcore, you as a player takes a role of a mighty warlord coming to his hometown after years of bloodshed. Only to find it laying down in ruins.
Bohater zaczyna z innej perspektywy, z perspektywy rozbitka, włóczęgi czy ostatniego ratunku dla swojego miasta, zwiedzać te krainy, które dotychczas zwiedzał jako pan i władca. Staramy się, żeby żaden fragment tej historii nie był typowy, schematyczny, taki po prostu, żeby wypełnić fabułę.
And then you have your cards in your deck, and each card also has a lore. Has a story associated with it. And we have both generic mercenaries, we have heroes who have their place in the world. So we can read about them, what they experienced before the action started. You can read about what their standing is in the society of this world. All those little nuggets of story are associated with the cards. And then some of them connect. So you have this large web of interesting characters, interesting places that you can follow by playing the game, by collecting the cards.
Lord, hear my call. Elements are out of balance. Earthcore remains shattered.
Opowiadamy historię, zaciekawiamy gracza i sama ta fabuła, nawet wyjęta z gry, naszym zdaniem powinna się obronić.